let's see the two walls with the sizes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 34 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, 34 years later, through the grace of God, I can honestly say now I'm a smartass. And yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this. There are a lot of people out there struggling even with health. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please, please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. And guys, you can go to my website, www.geripetito.com. My book is now on audio with my voice. So Simon & Schuster wanted to do it with someone else's voice, and I was like, no way. My producer, Ruben Rodriguez, part owner of Hamilton Radio and owner of Iron Horse Films, is now doing audiobooks. So if any authors out there want to have their book done with their voice, reach out to me. And listen, guys, if you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please reach out to me about that as well. So, guys, before I introduce my two really cool guests, I want to give a shout out to a few of my sponsors. First, I've got Stormin Norman Selden, 732-245-4777, www.storminnormanselden.com, booking dozens of attractions for concerts and performances on venues of all sizes. He's got from a 5 to 12-piece band, and he is a monster on keyboards, and he's been live in my studio several times, and he'll be back on Tuesday. All right? Now, a lot of people don't know this, but he helped get Larry Chance from the Earls started. Remember then. Rest in peace, Larry. You were like family. We all love and miss you, and I know you're singing up there in heaven with Elvis. And now, Stormin's also giving seniors lessons on the keyboard, so if anybody's interested, reach out to me. Then we've got Michael D'Amore, singer, songwriter, performer, entertainer, www.michaeldamore.com. Guys, he's incredible. A lot of people know I'm an oldies doo-wop Elvis girl, and I don't say this lightly. You know, Elvis is up here. Nobody can touch Elvis in my eyes. But guess what? Michael comes pretty close. He's under there. He's that good, so check him out, okay? And then last but certainly not least, John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer-songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South, a nonprofit network created for the creative. So he's also the partner in the Joey D and Johnny B Rockin' Oldies band, and he also sings solo. But I have to give a thank you to him and his wife, Linny. Once a month, it's by invite only, they put on this great luncheon down the shore. It's $20. You get a great lunch. You get incredible entertainment, and they don't keep a penny of it, guys. And guess what? They promote us like nobody else does. So again, a huge thank you and a shout out to you guys. So now I want to introduce my two beautiful guests, John Terlizzi. Thank you for the introduction. Okay, John Terlizzi is my favorite stalker on Facebook. Okay. He gets me some really great guests, and my two guests here are awesome. So, Carlson and Grant, say hello.
Hello.
How
Hi.
are you guys?
We're great. How are you?
I'm good. So, listen, tell everyone your full names, a little bit about yourselves, and what you do together.
So my name is Samantha Carlson. and this is Peter Grant. So that's how we got our name, Carlson and Grant. And so we're singers, so we sing everything from the Great American Songbook up to some music of today, but we do specialize more in the Great American Songbook. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. Dean Martin is the artist who got us together, but that's a whole other story.
Oh.
But we love the same music, so we do solos, we do duets, and sometimes with tracks, sometimes with live music.
So wait a minute. Okay, I got to hear about that. Sinatra. Just tell us quickly.
Well, she said Dean Martin.
Oh, Dean
Okay.
Martin. Oh, I thought I heard
You gotta
Sinatra.
go
I'm sorry.
quick.
Oh, we do all of them. We do all of the singers
We do
of the
Sinatra.
modern standard age.
But how did
And,
they get? How did Dean Martin get? Go ahead, tell us.
Right.
Well, I'll do the shortened version.
Okay.
So actually, my father, he was a recording engineer, and both Peter and my father, they were into health and wellness, and so they met. They became friends, and when my father had offered to give him a recording session at his house, he noticed all the Dean Martin on the wall, and he says, "Oh, you have to meet my daughter, because Dean Martin is her favorite singer," and he said it was also his. So I was living in Ohio at the time, but next time I came in, I met him, and I guess it's a very shortened version. He has a longer one, but that basically our love for Dean Martin brought us together from the introduction of my father.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is your dad gone now, or is he still with us?
Yeah, no, he passed in 2018.
Okay. Did you guys become a partnership before your dad died? Does he know you're together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, beautiful. All right. So you're married and you have a baby.
Yeah. 2.5 years old.
Beautiful.
And she's starting to sing and dance. And she's just adorable, and she's amazing.
I'm sure she
Something
is.
like that.
Adorable. So, okay, so now the Great American Songbook. I love that. So do you do any Elvis?
Yeah, we do all of the songs. I do Elvis.
Okay.
We don't while we do sing the singers, we don't try to really re-impersonate them.
No, right.
So, we pay tribute to them. We're tribute singers to all of the greats. Samantha does Judy Garland, and tell her the other ones.
Okay. I mean, we do have some jobs where we do have to do more impersonations. I'm a little more comfortable with that. He does more tribute, but some of the artists that we have covered, me myself, like Connie Francis, as he said, Judy Garland. Next week. I'm gonna be doing a tribute to Liza Minnelli. I do Doris Day. I know Rosemary Clooney. I know, but my favorite of all.
Country Western.
Oh, Patsy Cline. How did I forget Patsy Cline? I do a whole Patsy Cline tribute. But my favorite, my inspiration, female wise, is really Ella Fitzgerald. I don't really do like a full blown tribute to her, but I do include her songs and her style. I pretty much, I guess if I had to say I create my own style, it's more of Ella Fitzgerald and Judy Garland. They combine together, a little bit of Doris Day in there, and that's more of my style.
Yeah. What Samantha likes to say is we're trying to be reminiscent and hold on to the tradition of the Great American Songbook, which is going by the wayside. So we do all of the standard singers. I do Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Al Martino, Jerry Vale,
Bobby
Yeah.
Darin.
Bobby Darin, and Elvis. So we sing all of the songs, and what Samantha does is keeps us very busy by doing themes. So we will do many, many different themes. We do so many different songs that we're not really locked into one particular genre,
Okay.
other than it's the American Songbook. So we do a lot of different types of shows at senior centers and the restaurants, and some of them want us to do impersonations. So we do Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
We do
that one.
we do Frank Sinatra and
Well, like I'm going to be doing Liza Minnelli, but
Liza
I
Minnelli.
Judy Garland or Patsy Cline or Linda Ronstadt. I forgot Linda Ronstadt.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
we
they
do
kinda
Kenny
mix-
Rogers.
mix it up.
We do country western, Willie Nelson. So we don't try to sing like them, but we pay tribute to them by
Right.
doing the best type of music we can.
That's beautiful. Samantha, but you're so young, man. Was it because of your dad that brought you for the love of that music?
I will give him the credit because
Yeah.
when I was younger, and all the kids my age, they were listening to whatever was popular.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get into it. I mean, I did try, but it just like nothing really resonated with me. And then I got into some of the stuff they were listening to. Actually, Patsy Cline, my first favorite female singer. And then I started loving the Carpenters. And then one day I was 12. I remember this very vividly. My dad brought home a CD called The Mob Hits, all the Italian singers, and I said that was a game changer for me. So basically, I would listen to all the artists on there. I bought their individual CDs, got completely obsessed with them, especially I think Jerry Vale. I love Lou Monte, Louis Prima, and of course Dean Martin. And the one with Dean Martin just really stuck with me. And so Dean Martin has actually like helped me through so many emotional things in my life. And I even like now, if I still feel like something's really bothering me, I just go back and I listen to Dean and I feel better. So, but he was the one that introduced it to me. Plus, he was a musician himself, so was my mom. So
Oh.
we always had music around.
Okay. What
Yeah,
did they?
what's really unique about Samantha, which is really why we got together past just the singing together, is she's really an old soul.
Yeah.
And she says she missed the generation. Her favorite car is a 1957 Chevy.
So I say I was born too late. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm 64. I'm a lot older than you, but I was born too late because I'm an oldies doo-wop Elvis girl. Every time I have like the Elvis station and the oldies station, I go back and forth, right? All my favorite songs, 1959, 1960, 62. I'm like,
Right.
I was either just born or not born, and how? You
Right.
know what I mean?
And that's what we do.
Right.
That's what we sing, you know. That's what we sing. And we just love it. So we're trying to preserve it the best we can.
Thank you.
We do Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet,
I love that.
you know, and it's really a lot of fun.
It is. And I just want to mention, I love doo-wop too. I love oldies and doo-wop.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's always actually been my dream to sing in a doo-wop band. But maybe someday.
Well, you could go back and forth a little bit. So, okay. So, what's one of your favorite doo-wop songs?
I have a lot of them, but I love In the Still of the Night, Only You. I just said In the Still of the Night. Oh my gosh, what's the name of that one? Oh, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
Yeah.
I think that was that one. I just can't think on the top of my head. But there's,
No,
I love the
a lot.
Flowers. I love the male doo-wop groups. I just love listening to them. So when they come to Long Island and they'll do a show, yeah, I said that. I love to go to their shows if I can. And I appreciate the harmonies. I just love the sound.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while, like, well, we have a doo-wop set that we do, and so it's
Cool.
fun when we include those songs when we perform them. Too.
Where in Long Island are you guys from?
Franklin Square.
Nassau County.
Okay, because I grew up in Long Island City, New York, and Queens, but I spent all my summers at my grandparents in Shirley, Long Island.
Okay.
Okay.
So I love it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and we really get around too. We are primarily based in Nassau County. We do a lot of work in Suffolk County, which is where Shirley is. Okay, and but we go out to New Jersey, we go out to Connecticut, Staten Island, and we've been out to Ohio.
Oh,
So we've
very
sung out in
cool.
Ohio with the big band,
See, and
with the big orchestra.
Very
So
cool.
we try to get out as much as possible.
So now let me ask you, sir. Come on. Growing up, who were some of your musical influences, and do you have any favorite singer or song or anything?
Right. Well, Samantha has really broadened, you know, all my songs by coming up with so many different shows. But I started singing Dean Martin too when I was a kid.
Okay.
And then I went to college wanting to sing Dean Martin, and the professors introduced me to opera. So
Oh.
I started singing opera in college, and Samantha sang opera in college too. So we also go all the way up to singing Broadway shows and some opera arias. So one of my favorite are the great operatic tenors, Mario Lanza.
Okay.
But to keep it simple, I love Jerry Vale, who's a tenor.
Okay.
I love Tony Bennett, who's a tenor. And Samantha has me singing a lot of baritone. So,
His range has increased dramatically since he's been with me.
yeah, so,
I love that.
I do a lot of Sinatra. Everybody wants Sinatra.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of Sinatra.
Yeah.
So let's give everybody a treat. Let's play one of your 3 songs now, and then we'll have you talk about it, okay?
Great,
Sure.
great.
Here we go.
When somebody loves you, it's no good unless he loves you all the way.
Happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you. All the way.
Taller than the tallest tree. That's how it's got to be.
Deeper than the deep blue seas. That's how deep it goes if it's real.
When somebody needs you, it's no good unless he needs you. All the way.
Through the good and lean years, and for all the in-between years, come what may.
Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say.
So if you let me love you,
It's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way. All the way. So if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way. All
All right, so first off, I'm giggling over here because my 2 silly producers, okay, Ruben's only in his 40s, Doc G 64. Doc G is going crazy, he's clapping for you, and Ruben is standing on a chair dancing. Okay? Doc G, what would you like to say to them?
I grew up with Sinatra, so anything like that with Tony Bennett or Sinatra, I love. And I just love the way you guys did it. Great rendition, great sound, great duo as well. Great voices complimenting each other. I just loved it. There's nothing bad to say about it. It's just all good.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
And I'm
much.
63, not 64 till June, so don't make me older
Oh,
than
excuse
I am.
me. Okay, I forgot. He's a little younger than me. All right. So, first of all, beautiful. When we were listening to your music, making sure everything was right earlier, he's going crazy. He's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. The next song, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So, Thank you for that. So now
Beautiful. Thank you.
tell us about that song, what it means
All
to
right,
you. Bob.
I'll tell you the story.
All right.
You go.
So I got to tell you. So before we started singing together, of course, we sang separately, and because we like the same kind of music, we sing the same songs. So we start to argue when we're going to sing together in a show, who's going to do this song and who's going to do that song. So when we argue too much, we do it as a duet. And this is one of our favorite songs. So this is one of the ones that we love to do as a duet.
That's so funny.
And I'll tell you another quick story
Come on,
about that.
tell
so
us.
I was doing a Sinatra and she was doing something and she was in the back. I think she went to the bathroom and I started singing all the way and she came running out and said, "You're not doing that song alone."
I love
I
this.
let him start it, and right when I was supposed to come in, he's like, "I thought I was gonna do this on my own, and I just went and I did it." He just never forgot that. So we have never really done it.
Yeah, so we do a lot of Sinatra songs as duets. We love to do "You Make Me Feel So Young"
I love that song.
because that's so appropriate for us.
So,
Yeah. Oh, another thing about All the Way, that was our first song at our wedding. So we had our first dance and our first song because we sang to each other. So
Oh,
All the Way was
okay.
our first.
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, I'm going to put you on the spot. You could say no, but I hope you don't. You make me feel so young. Can you guys give us a little a cappella?
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Come on.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel there's a song to be sung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce some more, just like a toy balloon.
You and I are just like a couple of tots running around the meadows, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung.
Bells to be rung, and a
Wonderful thing to be fun. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so young.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. That was amazing.
Right?
That was so cool. All right, I loved it. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. All right, so now, so let's talk a little. Let's go back in time again. Let's go back in time. So growing up, all right, because there was so much music out there, all right. Other than everyone that you mentioned and you love, was there anyone else that maybe didn't fit in the genres of all that you guys said, oh yeah, they're really cool, they're good, I would listen to them?
Well, it's funny you mentioned like other than just the standards. The other person that really caught my ear was Andrea Bocelli.
Okay.
I love his music, and well, so does he. And he's a tenor the same way. So we actually have incorporated some of that in our shows. And I had been singing that type of song. Him, Josh Groban, Celine Dion. I mean that
Yeah.
kind of genre is amazing. We love that. There were these powerful, beautiful, incredibly touching songs. So I would say that, and then like I said, we still kind of we love the country, like the Patsy Cline and all
Okay.
the Willie Nelson, and
Yep.
so that's why we do try to do a little bit of everything in our show,
Okay.
because we really do appreciate everything.
Okay.
And one time we did a show, it was through the decades, and we found that there were songs in every single decade that we really liked and we wanted to share with everybody.
Yeah, the beautiful standards. There are standards in every decade.
But not just the standards. I mean, we do some rock and
Beautiful
roll too.
songs, yeah.
Some rock and roll too, some pop. I mean, there's some songs today that I absolutely love, so I'll include them.
Okay. Well, give me an example of one.
I love the song "All of Me" by John Legend.
Okay.
It's just I think it's a beautiful song. I used to sing that with a guitarist who I actually wrote music with years ago. We started doing it together, and then I would do it with a piano player, and then so it's like that one. And there's I mean Ed Sheeran has some good music.
Yeah.
There's I mean there's really there's a lot of different artists that
Okay.
have songs here and there that I feel like are really good quality songs that feel like we can sing and fit to our style. Of course, this music we can appreciate that we're like I don't think we'd ever try that, you know.
That's so
but,
funny.
But we do appreciate it nonetheless.
Okay. So now, all right, let me ask you this then. So, what instruments do either of you play?
Go ahead. You answer first, then I'll give him a joke.
All right.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
I like that.
I play a little piano. So I don't usually play it out that often.
Okay.
But I'm mostly a singer, but I do play some piano, and I do a little bit. It's been a while. I'm very rusty on it, but for a little while I was playing some mandolin.
A mandolin. Okay.
Yeah.
And I play the wax cone.
It's a joke.
Yes, it's a joke. Oh my God. So you play nothing.
No.
No, I've tried a couple times. You know, in college, I had to take piano. So I tried to take piano. I tried to take guitar a couple times. But I always just felt like I'd rather spend more time on singing than practicing piano.
Okay.
So I really don't play any
Okay.
instruments.
So, did you guys take voice lessons?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we both
Obvi- yeah.
graduated with music.
Yeah, we both graduated from music college.
Okay.
I went to Hofstra University here in Hempstead, and she graduated from.
Northern Kentucky University.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I studied formally for 10 years.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And anyhow, yeah, so I'm really just a vocalist.
Okay. So, how long did you study?
Me? Oh, I have a bachelor's degree in music.
Okay.
So, well, it was technically 5 years. Well, the first year I didn't really go into music, so it took me 4 years
Okay.
to graduate. Yeah.
So now both your parents were musicians. What did they
Yeah.
specialize in?
So my mom sings and plays the piano, and my dad sings and plays the guitar.
Very cool. All right. So now your child. So I'm sure she's going to be in singing and dance and all that. But here's my question, because a lot of singers will say to me, anyone can sing. You can sing. No, I can't. Okay. So how do you feel about that? Can anyone learn how to sing, or do you feel like it has to be innate?
Well, I'm a vocal coach as well, so I can answer that. There's a lot of it that is innate, that can be developed, and then I think anybody can sing to a point. The thing is, I think of it more. Your voice is your instrument. It's an instrument only you can play, and so you can navigate that voice, the best you can, and I try to help bring out the best in that person's voice. So I help to pick them a right song, a right genre,
okay.
something that fits their range. So you could be amazing at one thing and they may try something else and just not feel right about
Okay.
that. So again, it's really a combination of both, to answer your question.
Okay. Because I like when Simon Cowell will say, stop that song, stop that song. Do you have a second one? And most of the time he's right.
Yeah.
So it's about the song, with the voice.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
amazing. All right, so producer, let's play. Okay, wait. My crazy young producer would like to say something, obviously. Here he is. Oh,
Is this live?
he's the one who was
You guys
dancing.
are wonderful.
He was the
Thank
one who
you.
was dancing,
Thank you.
okay?
You know, I was just doing this. And I was
Oh,
trying
that's
to be
good.
famous.
That's
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Okay, Doc G, let's play our second song and then we'll have you talk about it.
and day. You are the one, only you beneath the moon or under the sun.
Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Day and night,
Night and day, why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go?
in the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Day and night,
Night and day, under the hide of me, how there's oh, such a hungry yearning burning inside of me.
and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night,
Night and day. Well, night and day, oh, hey, you are the one, only you beneath the moon or under the sun.
whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Day and night,
Night and day, oh, why is it so that there's a longing for you follows wherever I go?
in the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Day and night,
Night and day, under the hide of me, ah, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me.
and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night.
Night and day.
They're clapping for you, baby. Tell us,
Right.
tell
Thank
us about
you.
that song, what it means to you.
Well, we like the Sinatra songs because he has such great arrangements. And I don't know how many other people actually do duets to them, but I think that's what makes us kind of unique. And that we're able to do the duets because we're able to blend our voices in a key that works for us. We're both able to work within those keys and make it work for us. And that was the beauty of her father. Her father was a sound engineer as well as a musician, as well as a lot of things. And I think he's the one that heard it in our voices, and he really put us together because of that. Do you agree with that?
I agree. But as far as for the actual song, normally I hadn't heard it as a duet before, but back years ago, way before I met you, I had a friend, and I don't even know how we started, but we both liked the song, and it was a girl, and we sang it together for a show once. So I always remembered in the back of my mind that it makes a very good duet. So I think when we were trying to find songs to do for when we first got together and had to figure our repertoire out, I remembered this song, and so we just kind of naturally fell into it.
And now some of our favorite duets now are where I'll sing the English and then Samantha will come in and sing in the Italian or the Spanish. So A Man Without Love.
Yeah, we do that.
And we do that where I'll sing the English part and then she'll come in and sing Fabulous Italian, or is it Spanish?
It's both.
Yeah, she sings both, you know. So another one of my favorite jokes is Samantha sings in Spanish, Italian, French. I sing in Pig Latin.
Still working on things.
I'm still working on Pig Latin.
I love that. I love that. How did you learn the languages?
So, as part of a music degree, we had to take languages. So, because we had to sing in other languages when you're singing in opera. So, but previously I had taken Italian because I'm part Italian, and I just fell in love with the culture, the language, everything. So, I had actually been taking the Italian language. I think it was junior. I think I started in junior high school, and I took it throughout high school, I believe. And then so we also had to take French. We had to take German. I know I chose those languages, but even in school, we had to. I remember doing a Russian song as well. So,
that's so cool.
as far as the Spanish, I mean, I kind of fell into it, and then I also had some help from some friends along the way. So, they
So
helped
when
me
you
with that.
when you're a serious singer, you really have to be able to do some of those things. So like again, when I was in college and I had to take Italian and I sing the operatic Italian or the operatic German, and I have one or two French arias that I sing too. So you do what you have to do. But that's not our mainstay because most people aren't really keyed into that.
Okay, that's pretty cool though. I don't want to forget, tell everyone how they can reach out to you, how they can hire you, your social media, what's up and coming. I don't want to forget, so let's do that now.
Great, thank you.
So basically, if you just go to our Facebook page, Carlson and Grant, but I use the symbol, so it's not A-N-D. But if you do type it in, you do facebook.com/Carlson and A&D Grant, and you will find us there. And whether our shows, our videos, everything is on there. You can contact me from there. Of course, you can always reach out, and I can. If you send me a message, I can give you my private number, and then we can go from there. As far as what's up and coming, I know we have a show on May 2nd. We're at Sergio's in Massapequa. We're going to be doing Frank Sinatra.
Cool.
I know I have a tendency to talk so fast. I'm
So
excited.
they can hear you.
I'm excited.
All right,
Let's see.
good.
Um,
Say it again, Sergio's.
Sergio's May 2nd. Where he'll be doing the Sinatra tribute. I'll be doing Liza Minnelli.
Oh, cool.
So, but things pop up really quickly. So we have some things in the works. I'm actually doing some things in addition. I mean, not with him. I have another band that I'm in. So if they send me a message, I can let them know everything I'm doing, he's doing, we're doing together. So that's just as far as the public shows. We have private shows that we do as well. We do a lot of senior centers, and sometimes, like I said, we'll have some.
We like to do the libraries.
I was gonna say libraries. We're working on getting some of those bookings as well.
The libraries allow us to really do a full show, and we can really do what we want to do, and it's a good audience,
Okay.
and they're attentive. Sometimes when you're singing in the restaurants, there's so much noise going on and people are talking, so sometimes it's a little hard. Depends on the type of restaurant. But like at Sergio's, it's a show restaurant, so they want to see the show, and so it's a better venue.
Right.
So that's in
So
Massapequa.
we're gonna be there May 2nd. The following week, May 9th, I'm gonna be there with another lovely lady, Anita. We're gonna be doing a tribute to the divas. So we're there 2 weeks in a row. But then, like I said, things pop up really quickly. So we played a great restaurant a couple weeks ago called Sophia. So I'm working on getting another booking. I was hoping to get that solidified before we got on the show tonight, but hopefully we'll get back there soon. so we can, promote the different shows as soon as we can.
Okay, so now I know your daughter's little, but she loves music, I'm sure. She dances when you sing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's amazing. She actually, her favorite movie right now is Sing. I don't know if you're familiar
What
with
is it?
Sing. It's called Sing.
Okay.
And amazing singers are on there. Tori Kelly, who plays the elephant, such an amazing singer, and she tries to imitate that. All the different animals they have. It's like a singing competition. If you haven't seen the movie,
It's an amazing movie.
and all of them have such great voices. And what gets me the most is the mouse who sings My Way, because he sings My Way all the time. And my daughter is singing to My Way. And I was like, oh my God, it's just the cutest thing. But she has great pitch. See, that's something, talk about innate. She
Yeah.
has that. She hits the notes. So she
Okay.
knows exactly where to go. And it's so cute because when I teach my students and they come over, sometimes she's around, and she'll just come up to the piano and she'll start doing the vocal warm-ups with me and the students, and it is so cute. I have this one other girl, she's 4 years old, and she's still a child, but she listens better than my daughter, who's 2.5. But the two of them, one day the two of them were standing by the piano. I wish I would have recorded it because they were both doing the vocal warm-ups together. I thought it was the cutest thing I ever saw.
Yeah,
is so
this
cute.
morning she started walking around singing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star"
Oh my gosh.
by herself.
Yes, you
The
did.
other day we were sitting here and she was watching that movie and she picked up Samantha's ukulele, like a little guitar, and she held it upside down, but she started strumming it and singing to the songs on the movie.
Yeah.
She's 2.5.
Yeah, so she's very musical. She loves it. So she won't really listen to me. She kind of wants all the attention right now, and I understand that. But every once in a while, we'll kind of do something together. I hope when she gets a little older, we could become a trio.
She'll
Yeah.
want to. She'll want to, of course. Wow, that's beautiful. Amazing. Wow. So, okay, we have a third song. Let's play this and then we're going to have you talk about it. Here we go.
No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe. No one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one Say you'll need me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Samantha, that's all I ask of you.
Share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word, and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell us what that
Thank
song
you.
means to you.
Well,
Well,
I-
we took those 3 songs off of our wedding CD. So we decided as a wedding favor to make a CD of several songs. So we recorded 7 songs, right?
Oh,
7
wow.
duets. And we gave that out along with a tiny little piano. And that was our favorite to all of our guests. So we took those songs off of our wedding CD that we made 4 years ago.
3.
Well, we were married 3 years ago. We
Yeah.
made the CD
Oh,
before that.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, it's somewhere.
It was like 3.5 years ago, we made that CD and we took the songs off of that. But we chose those songs to show you that we do different types of music.
But she specifically asked about all I ask of you.
Oh,
So-
you tell her about that. then.
Okay. So that's okay. That's okay.
I love his
I'm a,
story. I'm
I'm
glad.
a politician. He asked me a question, I'll give you an answer to something else.
No, but wait a minute. But I love that he told me about the CZ. That's pretty cool for your wedding. Now tell
yes,
me.
Yes,
ahead,
yes. no,
sweetie.
So you tell about the Phantom. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, we both love the Phantom and we love that song. So it's just like I feel like it's become part of us. We've been singing it for a while now, and I feel like it's just something about it. It touches our hearts, and I don't know. I just like feel this complete love when we do it. And so sorry. You want-
And my favorite part of the song,
Oh yeah.
of course, is we made it as a wedding CD, and when we sing it and we're married, when it says, you know I love you, and I say I do.
You know I do.
So every time I say I do, it's like I'm saying I do at our wedding again.
Yes.
It was so cute because he was almost going to sing I do at our wedding. Like, you know I do. And like I'm like, you're not singing I do. We're just gonna say I do.
Oh,
And we do our vows. But that's the kind of person he is. He's
See,
like,
I would have loved
fun.
it. Listen, see, I'm like him a little. I would have been like, yes, sing it.
Yeah. But she said, no, be straight.
A lot of things. It was just like he's just very goofy. You know, he's really and he he reminds me a lot. Not to be like weird or anything, but he reminds me a lot
Yeah,
of
let me
my,
show
of
him
my
this
father.
picture.
Of what?
And
Wait, he
of my
reminds you a
fa-
lot of what?
of my father.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
they were
not
both
weird.
really goofy. And what is this?
If you can see this picture,
Oh boy,
this was our wedding, one of our wedding pictures. We were singing to each other at the wedding.
Oh.
Can you see that?
Well, move it away from the light. Move it towards her.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better. Oh, that's adorable.
So yeah, our wedding. We performed a lot at our own wedding, but it was very unique, and we felt like I don't know, why not?
Why not? I
So-
love that.
Yeah.
That was
But yeah,
beautiful.
going back to what I was saying before, he does my father had such personality and just was really, really silly. And of course they were friends, so they got along really well. But it was sometimes I just look at him and I'm like, oh my God, just reminds me so much of that. And it's heartwarming. It's a little scary though sometimes, but it's heartwarming because my father's not around anymore, so it's almost like I can kind of still get a piece of him, you
Right.
know.
No,
Um,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. So now it's time where I'm going to read a poem out of my book.
Okay.
Okay? I wrote this book because a lot of people doubt their self worth and they doubt that they have anything to offer. So I'm going to be hearing from a lot of people after the show how great your voices are, that they wish they could sing like you, and the duets. I mean, it's beautiful. So there are a lot of people out there that are struggling, that think they have nothing to offer. If that's you guys, please listen to every word of this poem, okay? Because everyone has something to offer. God didn't create one person better than the other. Trust me. I titled it Utilizing Gifts and Talents, okay? And most important, imagine this. Imagine if we didn't have sanitation workers. To me, they're right up there, okay? So everybody is important. So I want you to listen to every word, guys, and if anyone is struggling with your self-worth, just listen to my poem. Utilizing gifts and talents. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used. God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour, like these two guys are doing. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be happy and proud of who you are, and be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your names, Carlson and Grant, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And that's what you guys are doing.
What a great poem.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. But I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I have to say it to you too. You know, you go into nursing homes and you do all that. Imagine what you're doing for those people, because I used to bring a lot of entertainers and singing Santas into the nursing homes near me, and some of them couldn't even say a word. They couldn't lift their heads. As soon as they started singing, they would do this, okay? So just think what you're doing with your song selections for these people. You're bringing back so many incredible memories. And I just want to thank you personally for what you do. I mean that.
Thank you very much. Thank
I
you.
mean that.
Yeah, we do enjoy that tremendously. We get a tremendous thrill. We did a nursing home where they got so excited. One gal was spinning around in her wheelchair,
See?
and another gal was dancing with her walker. And we try to pick the songs that'll lift them up and get them
Yeah.
clapping or remembering and singing a little bit. And it's really very rewarding, and it's remarkable
Yes.
what music does to them.
Okay? I always
Yeah.
say music saves lives. I mean, through COVID, right? I used to do some lives of entertainers, and people would message me crying, Jerry, I'm in a hospital. Thank you for doing that live. I had the nurse prop my phone up. You know, I mean, like just what music does for people and even babies. Think about this. You have a 6-month-old in a bouncy. You put music on, that baby's going to bounce.
Yeah,
Okay, it's innate. That baby will
yeah,
bounce.
yeah,
Okay, so music really is, it saves lives and what it
yeah,
does. And what you guys are doing, you know, together, and especially you being so young and loving this music. Like that's insane. And you know, what you're doing together for these elderly people in the homes never stop until, you know, just it's amazing. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, my father used to have a radio show called Music is Therapy, and he used to interview different guests, and he was a music therapist also. So it was a lot of people, and you know, all different kinds of people, and it just their stories. It was just incredible. You know,
And he had a radio show at NASA Community College. Do you remember the call?
WHPC 90.3.
WHPC
90.3 FM.
90.3 FM. He was on for 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's how we actually got together. We met, and then he invited me on his show, and we used to talk about music therapy and health and wellness, etc. And from there we developed our relationship. And that was about a year before Samantha was even in the picture. Yeah.
So I have to ask you about your dad. Okay, so Music is Therapy was his radio show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah. He was a licensed music therapist from the University of Dayton.
So okay, wait a minute. What was his name?
Larry Carlson.
Okay, I'm going to look him up. I have to. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I don't know
amazing.
how much you can really find on him anymore because I know he had after he passed, and I don't know if the website's still there, but I'm sure you can still find
His
some
name
things.
will pop up, trust me. I'm gonna do some searching for that. You know, I've interviewed, thank you God, and I don't take this lightly, God, what God has done for me with all these interviews, so many legends. You know,
Yeah.
Larry Chance, Mel Carter, I mean, the list is endless. And they say thank you to me. And I'm like, don't. Please don't. Are you kidding me? I have to thank you. You're honoring me. I mean, this is amazing. All right, I'm going to tell you about a woman I just met. I'm going to be interviewing her. She's coming live in studio with her son. Her son is Hal Keschner. And he's worked with legends, and he's an incredible keyboardist. So look him up, Hal Keschner. I love this guy. All right? He never told me. He's been in my studio a ton of times. We're all out at a dinner event, okay, for Let East that we're all involved in once a year. And all of us, his mom is there. She's in her 90s, so I'm giving this little tiny lady, I'm 5'3", and she's that much shorter than me, okay? This little tiny lady hugs, and she's sitting down with some friends, and someone comes up to me and says, do you know who she really is? And I'm like, no. Her name is Joyce Keschner, one of the 3 top women in this country that started doing with the keyboards and all that. I said, she's in the Wikipedia. I'm like, what? So I slap her son. I go over to her. I go, get over here, legend. Let's get some photos. And I was like, what the heck? So she's coming live in studio with her son next month.
That's so nice. Wow.
So I have to look up your dad.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's-
gosh. Message,
Yeah.
when we get done, you're going to just text me your dad's name, okay, please? So I remember. All right, so now we've got a few minutes left. I'm going to give you guys the mic back. I don't want you to say, oh, I forgot to say this. I wanted to say this. The mic is yours. Say anything you'd like.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
I'm not exactly sure, but I can just restate. If anybody wants to get in touch with us again, I'll just say go to facebook.com/Carlson and Grant. They can also find me, Samantha Carlson, on Facebook as well. I do have a website, SamanthaCarlson.com. So there are a few ways they can get in touch with me. We are happy to do any kind of gig. You know, we love what we do, so we just get in touch with us. So
Yeah, and I think it's important, which I think you can tell already, is that while we do perform in a lot of different venues, we also do charity events, which we just did a couple weeks ago
Okay.
for the women,
okay, for Women's Day.
for women's and for breast cancer awareness. So we want to give back as well, which is what you were just talking about. So we are available both, for fee and without fee. And we do all different venues, so we do different styles. So if there's a theme that is, that comes up, we work the themes as well.
Beautiful. All right. And another shout out to John Terlizzi. We love you, boy.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
so
Thank
much
you.
for this, and thank you for having us on.
Yeah.
We really
This was
appreciate
beautiful.
it.
You made my producer's day. You made mine. I mean, they're still smiling, okay?
Great.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
So, producer, take us out. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.